Hey guys, so I've had a lot of friends come to me recently for some advice on how to deal with certain situations or events or a person that has emotionally triggered them. And so I thought I'd come on here just really quickly and talk a little bit about triggers and what they are and how you can deal with them that it allows you to experience freedom, calmness, and groundedness. So triggers actually happen because there is some undigested emotion that is sitting in your body, or rather in our bodies, that hasn't been fully digested. So, you know, sometimes something happens in our past and we've either disassociated ourselves from it or distracted ourselves from it, and the emotion got stuck in our body, because we all know that emotions are just energy. Energy is meant to move, it's meant to be in motion. So, what happens over time is that we basically have it stored in our body, and the only way that it can actually pass properly is when we experience different circumstances in our lives that basically trigger it. I actually see triggers as a very powerful modality for healing because, again, when you guys have probably heard this, that in order for us to heal it, we have to feel it. And so triggers, I'm so grateful for people who have triggered me in the past, because it's allowed me to essentially allow that emotion to just like leave my body. Over time, undigested emotions, when it gets triggered over and over and over again and we don't actually process it, it actually becomes maladaptive, and over time can actually make us physically sick. So one thing that you can do is that when you're feeling emotionally triggered, don't react or respond from it. Just acknowledge it and say, I'm feeling emotionally triggered. Label the emotion. Right now, I'm feeling angry, or I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling sad. And then from there, pause. Then bring your attention to your breath, right? Because there is a Harvard researcher that actually suggests that if you do not feed an emotion with thoughts for 90 seconds, it just comes and goes. Okay, so bringing your thoughts to your breath, or if you're someone who actually likes to visualize, like for me, I actually like to bring my mind's eye into that area of my body where I'm feeling the energy. Usually when there is an emotion, a highly activated emotion, you can feel it somewhere inside of your body. And I bring my mind's eye into that space, and then I basically visualize it getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the beauty of that is that once it's gone forever. You've essentially allowed that energy to pass. Then from that place, once the energy passes, you're likely feeling calmer and more grounded. Then from that place, you can respond. And the nice thing about this is that when we don't respond from an emotionally activated place, we stop training ourselves from feeling it. So over time, when we don't engage that emotion, by acting on it, it just eventually goes away, right? So that's this is a really tough exercise and practice, in large part because we are taught to essentially blame the other person for making us feel a certain way, or blame an event or a circumstance. But that is also a really great way to be completely disempowered, because when we give our power away to somebody else, rather than taking accountability for how we're feeling, then we lose control over our capacity to regulate our own emotions. And so, it's really important for us to start taking accountability for our own experiences. I hope that helps, guys. I know that this is, we're kind of in a season right now where it's emotionally triggering. And the more that we can start to really dive into those areas of triggers and start to heal them, the more that we can experience freedom in this lifetime. Love you guys so much. As usual, love and light.